Welcome, Wastelanders, or whoever is actually watching this thing. I don't care if you are a rat roach or even a mole rat. If you're here listening, then let me tell you about this little topic of ringing a ding, baby. Just like the king used to say, God rest his very soul. Regardless, how about it? You may ask. Well, let's see. By ringing a ding, I mean that our voice actually needs some strength to properly put out our words and we can sound more commanding or a bit more confident or even self sufficient or whatever you want to call it. It really doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that your voice need to be this strong in order to give up some sort of leadership or whatever the type of things that you may need in order to just be around anywhere. So here even is an example of this very thing.
It is so nice to see you.
As you can see, even super mutants can do that thing as well. It sounded so calm and all, and it was with all the same purpose of being just like soothing, easy to hear or listen, whatever. And in this scenario, for example, this woman can do the same, and even more so because she's wearing a dress. Why does that even matter? Well, the dress gives her off some
Hello,
confidence, so
Krabby.
she can just shout whatever she wants, and then she can tame anything here in the wasteland. Of course, anyone can do this regardless of gender or race. Like the example with the lieutenant. And even if you were a ghoul who just happens to have this raspy voice and Mariah smooth skin, can still become a really good leader. Just see the example of someone like, I don't know, Hancock, for example, or whatever. It really doesn't matter. What matters is the importance of your voice and your confidence in the fact that you can need to lead all the people that you need to. Like,
P, do you join the Unity? Or do you die here?
Join.
Die!
Join.
like the master, who just happens to be the leader of a really huge group of super mutants. But I think that you can see why there was the reasoning to the super mutants to be following him. So of course, that is one of the greatest examples that the Western has brought us to our very old tales. And here is another one of this same thing. But you have to remember that even by being someone confident, can scare anyone off just by simply being around. And going back to leadership, just remember what you're saying or think twice while you're saying something, as you can sometimes come off as someone like a jerk, for example, even if you didn't mean to. But by doing so, you just have to be confident and learn how to deal with people beforehand in order for others to actually follow you. Because if you are all the way around, it will only just be all for nothing. Besides, here is another recommendation with this really good trait, and that is that if you really need to shout, as I personally don't recommend, you just have to see what the situation you are in. Like, for example, in this very same location with the same woman, as you can see, she needs to shout
Stop right there.
in order to tame another creature because that's the only way that they actually will follow your command. I mean, they're animals. I guess that's the way that you need to I don't know, maybe treat them or whatever. I really don't know. But remember that your words and the way that you're saying the things can make for a really terrifying presence and can make anyone cross their own soul. But sometimes this thing, no matter what you're saying, can lead you into more trouble.
¿Legionarios?
Why?
Tenemos un problema.
Because not all of them will fear you or be afraid of you, so be very careful with this very own perk, because this thing is a daily thing that happens here in the Wasteland. Also, if you ever wonder why some musicians and people from the Atomic Wrangler or the Tops Casino can be there singing for quite such a long time, it is mostly because they are raising their voice instead of actually, I don't know, forcing it, to which it sounds pretty easy, but it really isn't. Let me explain. The reason into why it sounds so easy is mostly because raising your voice is actually a lot easier than you may expect. It's just like, I don't know, raising the volume of your own voice, and regardless, the scenario phobia that you may have doesn't correlate with the fact that you can just stay there and just sing along to whatever you want, and even do it with all your heart and lungs at the same time without a sore throat. Pretty impressive, am I right? So, that's all that I have for you today. And remember, be careful of this guy, because if you don't follow what I'm just told you, he or it, whatever, will come for you. So be on the lookout, and I will gladly like to see you in the wasteland.